Single-player action-adventure games are a genre that blends fast-paced action with rich storytelling and immersive exploration. These games focus on taking the player through an engaging narrative while providing dynamic combat and puzzle-solving mechanics. Here are the best 35 games you can play in the action-adventure genre. Baldur's Gate 3 is an amazing single-player action-adventure game set in the world of Dungeons & Dragons and puts you in the middle of an epic story. You play as a character infected with a strange parasite, and your mission is to find a cure. But along the way, you'll face tough choices, powerful enemies, and a lot of twists and turns. What makes it really cool is that every choice you make changes the story and how other characters respond to you. You'll explore all kinds of places, like spooky dungeons and wild forests full of secrets and challenges. The combat is turn-based, so you can think carefully about your moves. You get to use spells, skills, and teamwork to win battles. Plus, you can fully customize your character with tons of options to play your way. With its deep story and exciting gameplay, Baldur's Gate 3 offers a truly unique experience you won't want to miss. Sleeping Dogs is a fun action-adventure game where you play as Wei Shen, who is an undercover cop in Hong Kong. Your mission is to bring down a dangerous crime gang called the Sun On Yi. The game mixes exciting action, driving, and exploration. You can roam around the city, take part in side activities, and uncover hidden secrets. Wei Shen uses awesome martial arts moves to fight enemies, and you can even use the environment to your advantage, like smashing bad guys into walls or picking up objects as weapons. There's also plenty of gunfights and car chases to keep the action going. The story is full of twists as Wei Shen tries to balance his life as a cop and his role in the criminal world. With its exciting gameplay and gripping story, Sleeping Dogs is a must-play for fans of action-adventure games. Kingdom Come: Deliverance is a single-player action-adventure game set in medieval Bohemia. You play as a blacksmith's son named Henry who watches his family get killed. Now it's up to you to get revenge and uncover the truth behind it all. What makes this game stand out is its focus on realism. Combat isn't about mashing buttons, it's about timing and strategy. You'll need to block, strike, and dodge carefully to win battles. There's no magic here. Everything is based on real history, so it feels super authentic. The game offers a huge open world to explore, from small villages to grand castles. Your choices in the game matter, and how people treat you will change depending on what you do. Plus, you'll need to manage things like hunger, health, and fatigue as you go. It's a challenging and immersive adventure with a deep story and realistic gameplay. Control is an action-adventure game where you play as Jessie Faden, who is a woman on a mission to find her missing brother. The story takes place in a weird and mysterious building called the Federal Bureau of Control. This building, known as the Oldest House, is full of strange objects and supernatural powers. As Jessie, you gain powerful abilities like telekinesis, allowing you to throw objects at enemies or make shields out of objects. As you progress, you unlock even more powers, which keeps the game exciting. There are lots of secrets to uncover, and the story keeps you interested with surprises along the way. The atmosphere is eerie, and the combat is intense. If you like action, mystery, and a bit of the unknown, Control is a game you'll definitely want to try. If you're into story-driven games, Detroit Become Human is one you should definitely check out. It's a single-player action-adventure game set in a futuristic Detroit where robots called androids live alongside humans. The story follows 3 androids named Kara, Connor, and Marcus, who begin to question their purpose and fight for their freedom. What makes this game stand out is that your choices really matter. Every decision you make can change the outcome of the story. You can decide how to approach different situations, whether to be peaceful or take a more aggressive path. With stunning graphics and an engaging narrative, Detroit Become Human dives deep into themes of identity, freedom, and what it means to be human. If you love games with strong storytelling and lots of choices, this one's definitely worth playing. In Bloodborne, you play as a character called the Hunter, who enters the dark and spooky city of the Arkham to find a cure for a mysterious illness. But things aren't as simple as they seem. As you explore the city, you'll uncover secrets about its twisted past and dangerous creatures. The combat in Bloodborne is fast and intense. Instead of hiding or blocking, you'll need to attack quickly and aggressively. You fight with weapons like a saw and a gun, and if you're quick enough, you can get your health back by attacking enemies after getting hit. The world is eerie, full of creepy creatures and dangerous areas. It's tough, but that's what makes it so exciting. If you enjoy tough challenges and exploring mysterious places, Bloodborne is a game that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is a fun single-player action-adventure game where you join Ratchet and his robot friend Clank on an amazing journey across different dimensions. They need to stop an evil emperor who's trying to destroy everything. The game features fast-paced action with a variety of crazy weapons like the burst pistol and ricochet to help you take down enemies in lots of different ways. The visuals in the game are amazing, with beautiful worlds and detailed characters that make the game a joy to explore. As you play, the story keeps you engaged by offering plenty of twists and fun moments. Whether you're jumping into action or solving puzzles, there's always something to keep you entertained. It's a great choice for anyone who loves a thrilling action-adventure game. Batman Arkham City is an action-adventure game where you take on the role of the famous superhero Batman. The game is set in Arkham City, which is a dangerous area in Gotham where criminals and villains roam free. Your mission is to stop the bad guys like the Joker, Penguin, and Riddler, who are causing trouble all over the place. You can fight enemies using Batman's cool gadgets like the Batarang, and even glide through the city with your cape. While exploring, you'll solve puzzles and uncover secrets hidden around Arkham City. Plus, there are extra side missions to keep you busy, like helping people or tracking down criminals. The story is full of surprises, and the voice acting, especially from Mark Hamill as the Joker, makes the characters feel real. Overall, Batman Arkham City is a fun and thrilling action-adventure that lets you experience the world of Batman like never before. Returnal is a single-player action-adventure game where you play as a space explorer named Selene, who crashes on a strange alien planet called Atropos. The planet is full of danger, with creepy creatures and ever-changing environments. You'll use high-tech weapons and tools to battle enemies while trying to figure out the planet's mysteries. One cool thing about Returnal is its roguelike feature. Each time Selene dies, the world resets, and you lose most of your progress. But you'll learn new things and get stronger, so your next run will be a little easier. The story keeps you hooked as Selene uncovers her past and tries to escape the endless time loop. It's a game that offers a unique blend of action, mystery, and tough challenges that will keep you engaged from start to finish. Dark Souls 3 is set in a dark and mysterious world called Lothric, where you play as the Ashen One, who is a hero on a mission to save the world from falling into darkness. The combat is tough, but super rewarding. Every big or small enemy feels like a real challenge, and the boss fights are epic. You'll need to be smart with your moves, timing, and strategies to survive. Exploring the world is just as exciting. There are hidden paths, treasures, and secrets everywhere. As you go deeper into the game, you'll uncover a deep, dark story that keeps pulling you in. The sense of accomplishment you get from overcoming its tough moments is truly rewarding, and the experience you have will stick with you long after the credits roll. Devil May Cry 5 is an awesome single-player action-adventure game that's full of exciting fights and a cool story. It was made by Capcom and came out in 2019, continuing the legendary Devil May Cry series. You get to play as 3 characters named Nero, Dante, and V. Each one feels totally different. Nero has a robotic arm with special powers. Dante uses all kinds of weapons to fight in style, and V fights by summoning demons to do the work for him. Switching between them makes the game really fun and keeps things interesting. The story takes place in a city being attacked by demons, and it's your job to stop the evil behind it all. The game has epic boss fights, smooth controls, and jaw-dropping visuals that make every moment exciting. If you love action-packed games with a great story, Devil May Cry 5 is a game you've got to check out. In Yakuza Like a Dragon, you play as Ichiban Tesuga, who is a man who's just been released from prison after taking the fall for a crime he didn't commit. Now, he's out to find the truth behind the betrayal that changed his life. What's really cool about this game is that it switches things up with turn-based combat, which is a big change from the usual action-packed fighting in other Yakuza games. You get to control a whole group of characters, each with their own unique skills and weapons. The open world is super fun too. You can explore the vibrant city of Yokohama, dive into side quests, or just mess around with mini-games like karaoke or kart racing. The story has a perfect mix of drama, humor, and surprising twists, making it an emotional but fun ride. If you're into games with deep stories, awesome characters, and exciting combat, Yakuza Like a Dragon is definitely worth checking out. Atomic Heart is set in an alternate version of the 1950s Soviet Union, where robots and technology have gone completely out of control. You play as Major Nechayev, who is a special agent sent to figure out what's gone wrong in a high-tech research facility. The game's world is super weird, but really cool. You'll face creepy robots, mutants, and all sorts of dangerous machines as you uncover the secrets behind this disaster. The story is full of twists, surprises, and even a bit of dark humor. Combat is fast and fun. You'll use a mix of weapons and cool abilities like telekinesis and electricity to take down enemies. Plus, the environments are stunning, blending Soviet-style designs with futuristic tech. If you love single-player games that keep you on edge with a mix of combat and story, this one is a great choice. In Days Gone, you step into the shoes of Deacon St. John, who is a biker trying to survive in a world taken over by zombie-like creatures called Freakers. The game is set in an open world, full of forests, mountains, and ruined towns that you get to explore. You'll use your bike to travel around and face all kinds of dangers from Freakers to hostile humans. The action is intense, and you'll have to fight with guns, melee weapons, and even set traps. The Freakers are dangerous, and they act differently depending on the time of day. At night, they become much more aggressive, so you'll need to be extra careful. The story also dives deep into Deacon's past, especially his search for his missing wife, Sarah. It's a mix of action, exploration, and a personal journey that keeps you hooked. With its thrilling combat and open-world adventure, Days Gone is a great pick for anyone looking for a deep and exciting single-player experience. Splinter Cell Blacklist is an awesome single-player action-adventure game where you step into the shoes of Sam Fisher, who is a highly skilled secret agent. The game kicks off with a terrorist group called the Engineers, threatening the United States with a series of deadly attacks called the Blacklist. Your mission is to stop them before it's too late. The game lets you choose how you want to approach each mission. You can sneak around and quietly take down enemies, or you can go all out with action. The levels are designed to give you different ways to complete your objectives, so you can be as creative as you want. You'll also use cool gadgets like drones, night vision, and advanced weapons to help you complete your missions. The story is full of suspense with lots of twists. If you love stealth, action, and adventure, Splinter Cell Blacklist is a game you don't want to miss. Final Fantasy XVI is an action-adventure game where you get to dive into an epic fantasy world. You play as Clive Rosfield, who is a warrior on a mission for revenge. The story takes place in Valisthea, which is a land filled with powerful creatures called Icons. As Clive, you'll face huge battles, uncover dark secrets, and discover the truth behind your past. The game's combat is fast and exciting. You'll use swords, magic, and special Icon powers to defeat enemies. The world is vast, with plenty of places to explore and secrets to find. The story is emotional, with moments that make you really care about the characters and the world. If you love action, magic, and a good adventure, Final Fantasy XVI is a game you won't want to miss. It's a perfect pick for fans of single-player action games with a great story. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is an awesome single-player action-adventure game that puts you right in the Star Wars universe. You play as Cal Kestis, who is a young Jedi on the run after the Jedi Order is destroyed. The story is full of exciting twists and emotional moments as Cal tries to rebuild his connection to the Force and take on the Empire. The gameplay is a mix of intense lightsaber battles, cool force powers, and fun exploration. Fighting stormtroopers, alien creatures, and powerful enemies feels super satisfying, especially as you learn new moves and improve your skills. Exploring the planets is a blast too. You'll climb, jump, and solve puzzles to find hidden secrets. Each planet is beautiful and packed with Star Wars details fans will love. If you're into Star Wars or just love action-packed adventures, Jedi Fallen Order is definitely worth playing. In Shadow of the Colossus, you play as Wander, who is a young warrior on a mission to save a girl named Mono. To bring her back to life, you must defeat 16 massive creatures called Colossi. These giants aren't just enemies, they're like puzzles you have to figure out. Each Colossus is unique. You'll need to climb onto their huge bodies, find their weak spots, and use your sword to take them down. The battles are intense and exciting. You'll explore a beautiful open world to find these giants traveling through forests, deserts, and mountains on your horse aggro. What's cool is that there are no small enemies or side quests. The game feels simple but so powerful. If you love action-adventure games, this one is a must-play. It's an experience you'll never forget. In Death Stranding, you play as Sam Porter Bridges, who is a delivery man in a world where mysterious creatures and strange events have caused the collapse of society. Your main goal is to reconnect isolated cities and people by delivering packages and building connections in a world filled with danger. The game focuses a lot on exploration and strategy. As Sam, you'll travel across landscapes, facing tough terrain, weather, and supernatural creatures called beached things. You must plan your path carefully, balance your cargo, and figure out how to survive in this desolate world. The game's story is deep and emotional, involving themes of loneliness, connection, and the survival of humanity. The gameplay also includes combat, but it's not the main focus. The game emphasizes thinking ahead and using tools and equipment to overcome obstacles. Death Stranding offers a slow, immersive experience, making it a one-of-a-kind adventure that stands out for its unique take on storytelling and gameplay. Elden Ring is an action-adventure game where you explore a huge open world filled with danger and mystery. You play as the Tarnished, who is a character on a quest to find the broken pieces of the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. The game is known for its tough but rewarding combat. You'll face all kinds of enemies, from creepy creatures to giant bosses, and you need to be quick and smart to defeat them. You can use swords, magic, and other weapons to fight, and every battle feels intense. The world in Elden Ring is massive with lots of different places to explore, like forests, castles, caves, and more. There are secrets everywhere, and you can choose to follow the main story or get lost in side quests. The game offers a lot of freedom while making it an exciting adventure for anyone who loves a challenge. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is an amazing action-adventure game where you play as a skilled monster hunter named Geralt of Rivia. Your main mission is to find your adopted daughter named Ciri, who is being chased by a mysterious group called the Wild Hunt. As Geralt, you'll fight monsters and bandits using swords, magic, and special powers. The combat is fun and exciting, but it's the story that really pulls you in. Along the way, you'll meet lots of interesting characters and make choices that affect the outcome of the story. There are also plenty of side quests that make the world feel alive and full of surprises. With its beautiful world, great combat, and strong storytelling, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is one of the best single-player action-adventure games you can play. If you're looking for an amazing single-player action-adventure game, The Last of Us is a must-play. This game, made by Naughty Dog, takes you on an emotional journey through a dangerous post-apocalyptic world. You play as Joel, who is a man who has to guide Ellie across a ruined America. Along the way, their bond grows, and the story is full of powerful moments. The gameplay is a mix of action and stealth. You'll face dangerous survivors and creepy infected monsters. Supplies are limited, so you'll have to scavenge and think carefully during every fight. The world is full of detail, and exploring abandoned places reveals its tragic history. What really sets this game apart is the storytelling. The characters and their struggles feel real, and the emotional moments will stick with you. If you love action, adventure, and great stories, The Last of Us is a game you can't miss. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is an awesome action-adventure game where you get to play as a pirate and an assassin named Edward Kenway, who sails the Caribbean during the golden age of piracy. The game gives you a huge open world to explore, with tons of islands, ships, and hidden secrets waiting to be found. You'll sail your own ship, which is the Jackdaw, and take part in epic ship battles. Plus, you'll explore beautiful islands and complete missions, all while getting caught up in the war between assassins and Templars. The game mixes stealth and action, so you can sneak past enemies, fight with swords, or even use guns. The world is stunning, and the gameplay feels smooth and exciting. Assassin's Creed 4 offers a perfect mix of action, exploration, and a gripping story. It's a must-play if you love adventure. Far Cry 3 is an awesome action-adventure game where you play as Jason Brody, who is a guy who ends up stranded on a wild, dangerous island. The island is full of pirates and crazy animals, and your mission is to survive and save your friends. You'll explore the island, fight enemies, and even use stealth to sneak around or take enemies out quietly. The game gives you a bunch of weapons like guns, bows, and knives to help you out. The best part is the open world. You can go wherever you want, do side missions, hunt animals, race, and collect items. There's always something to do, and it feels like the island is alive. Far Cry 3 also has a fantastic story with unforgettable characters, especially the crazy villain Vaz. It's a game packed with action, freedom, and excitement, perfect for any action-adventure fan. In Resident Evil 4, you play as Leon S. Kennedy, who is a special agent sent on a mission to rescue the US President's daughter Ashley. But things go wrong fast when Leon finds himself in a creepy village in Spain full of dangerous enemies. These villagers aren't just regular people. They're infected and ready to attack. You can use different weapons like guns, shotguns, and grenades to fight off enemies, but you have to be smart with your ammo since it's limited. The story keeps you hooked with unexpected twists and tense moments. The creepy atmosphere combined with the action makes it feel like you're in the middle of a horror movie. Resident Evil 4 is perfect if you love action-packed games with a thrilling story. If you're into survival horror, this one's definitely worth playing. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered is an awesome single-player action-adventure game where you get to be Spider-Man. The game takes place in a stunning version of New York City, and you'll be swinging through the streets, fighting bad guys, and solving crimes. The best part is to explore the whole city and discover fun side missions along the way. The combat is super fun and fast. You'll use Spider-Man's webs, punches, and special moves to take down enemies. As you play, you can unlock new skills and gadgets to make Spider-Man even stronger. The story is also really engaging, as it shows Peter Parker balancing his life as a superhero and his personal struggles. Plus, you'll face off against big-name villains like Kingpin. If you love action games and superhero stories, Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered is definitely a game you don't want to miss. In Shadow of the Tomb Raider, you step into the boots of Lara Croft, who is a fearless adventurer. Lara is on a mission to stop a Mayan apocalypse, and along the way, she uncovers hidden secrets and faces life-threatening challenges. Lara has a range of weapons to help her, such as a bow, pistols, and a pickaxe. You can choose to fight enemies head-on, or use stealth to sneak past them and take them out quietly. The game also lets you gather resources to craft items and improve your gear. The world is beautiful and full of life, with jungles, caves, and temples to explore. There are plenty of hidden paths and side missions that offer extra challenges and rewards. Plus, there are side missions and hidden places to explore, so there's always something new to discover. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a game full of action, adventure, and plenty of surprises. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End is an amazing action-adventure game that wraps up Nathan Drake's story in the most epic way possible. You play as Nathan, who is a retired treasure hunter who gets pulled into one last adventure when his long-lost brother Sam shows up. Together, they search for a legendary pirate treasure while facing danger, unraveling mysteries and dealing with their past. Uncharted 4 feels like watching an action-packed movie, but with you in control. The gameplay is just as exciting. You'll climb cliffs, swing on ropes, and leap across impossible gaps in stunningly detailed environments. When it comes to combat, the game gives you the choice to sneak around enemies or fight. You can use guns, grenades, or even go hand-to-hand with punches and quick moves. The shooting feels smooth, and the game allows for both stealth and action depending on your playstyle. You'll also solve puzzles and explore hidden areas to find treasures and clues. Each part of the game keeps you thinking and excited. With stunning visuals and fun movement mechanics, Uncharted 4 offers a great mix of action and adventure while making it an unforgettable experience. In Ghost of Tsushima, you play as Jin Sakai, who is a samurai defending Tsushima Island from the Mongols. The game mixes exploring an open world and fighting enemies. You can roam through forests, villages, and mountains, finding side missions and hidden treasures along the way. When it comes to combat, it's all about swordplay. You can switch between different stances to fight your enemies, and the battles feel smooth with fast sword swings, dodging, and parrying. If you want to be stealthy, you can sneak past enemies or silently take them out without being noticed. As you progress, you unlock new skills that make Jin stronger. The game also has a beautiful world with the wind guiding you to your next goal, and the landscapes are stunning. It's a perfect mix of action, strategy, and exploration that makes you feel like you're truly living the life of a samurai. In Horizon Zero Dawn, you play as Aloy, who is a skilled hunter in a world filled with giant robotic creatures. The game lets you explore a huge open world, from lush forests to vast deserts, all while you hunt down machines and survive in a dangerous environment. You'll use a variety of weapons like bows, slingshots, and traps to take down the robotic enemies. Each machine is different, so you'll need to figure out its weaknesses and plan your attack. If you prefer, you can also sneak around and set traps to avoid direct combat. As you explore, you gather materials from the world around you and from defeated machines. You can use these to craft new weapons and upgrades for Aloy. There are also side quests to complete, letting you dive deeper into the story. The game mixes exciting action with smart strategy while making every battle and exploration feel rewarding. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is an exciting action-adventure game where you play as a samurai named Sekiro. Your goal is to rescue your kidnapped lord, but the journey is filled with tough enemies and challenges. The gameplay focuses a lot on skillful sword fighting and precise timing. Unlike many action games, you won't level up or collect loot. Instead, the game asks you to learn how to block and parry attacks perfectly. The combat is all about breaking your enemy's posture by timing your moves right. When their posture breaks, you can land a powerful death blow to defeat them. Some parts of the game also let you use stealth to sneak past enemies or take them out quietly. The game is tough, especially with its hard bosses, but it's rewarding. You need patience and practice to master the combat, and it's all about making the right moves at the right time. In Cyberpunk 2077, you jump into the shoes of V, which is a character you can fully customize in a futuristic world called Night City. The game is played in first person, so you really feel like you're part of the action. You can pick how you want to play. Whether you like to fight with guns, sneak around with stealth, or hack into systems, the choice is yours. The gameplay lets you complete missions, explore the city, and interact with lots of different characters. The game has a big skill tree, so you can improve things like hacking, combat, and driving. You can explore the huge city, take on side quests, or even drive around. Your choices in the game actually affect how the story unfolds. Cyberpunk 2077 gives you a lot of ways to play while making every experience feel unique and exciting. In Red Dead Redemption 2, you play as Arthur Morgan, who is a member of the Vanderlinde gang in the late 1800s. You can explore this world however you like, whether it's riding horses across the plains, hunting animals, or just talking to the people you meet along the way. The world feels alive with lots to do and discover. Combat in the game is a mix of gunfights, stealth, and hand-to-hand action. You have a variety of weapons to choose from, like revolvers, rifles, and bows. The cover system helps you fight smarter during shootouts, and the Deadeye feature lets you slow down time to target enemies more precisely. But it's not just about action. You also need to manage Arthur's health, hunger, and other needs, which adds a bit of survival to the game. The pacing is slow and immersive, while giving you plenty of time to explore and enjoy the world while the story unfolds. Black Myth: Wukong is an awesome single-player action-adventure game where you step into the shoes of the legendary monkey king named Wukong. The game takes you through a beautiful mythical world inspired by Chinese legends. The Monkey King fights enemies because he's on a quest to uncover the truth behind his past and defeat powerful foes that stand in his way. As you explore, you'll face all kinds of challenges and discover more about the Monkey King's journey. The combat in this game is super fun and fast-paced. You can switch between different abilities and forms, like turning into different creatures or unleashing powerful magic to take down your foes. The world is stunning with lush forests, towering mountains, and other cool places to explore. If you love action-packed gameplay, epic stories, and discovering hidden secrets, Black Myth: Wukong is a game you won't want to miss. In God of War, you play as Kratos, who's a former Spartan warrior, now living in the Norse world with his son Atreus. After Kratos' wife passes away, they set off to scatter her ashes from the highest mountain. But their journey is filled with dangerous creatures, gods, and emotional moments. The game mixes exciting combat with a powerful story. Kratos uses a cool weapon called the Leviathan Axe, which feels amazing to fight with. You'll face trolls, dragons, and all kinds of monsters in beautiful Norse-inspired worlds. The relationship between Kratos and Atreus is what really makes the game stand out. Their bond is full of emotion and plays a huge role in the story. The game's gorgeous graphics and powerful music really pull you in, making it an unforgettable experience. And that's a wrap on today's look at some of the best single-player action-adventure games. From thrilling combat to unforgettable stories, these titles offer a little bit of everything. Let me know which one's your favorite in the comments below, or if there's a game you think should have made the list. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more reviews and recommendations on all things gaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.